Let me see if I can. Right, I think I can just refresh this. Where's the refresh button? So if I clicked you, when I then pop up live, I would indeed. And right, that's right, I didn't know how to add it to the playlist, because when I click the options now and I hit to save the playlist and then clicked live stream, it then didn't give me an option to like enter or anything. It says create a new playlist. That's the only other one you have, which is strange. Don't understand how. Anyway, I can do that shit on my telephone at another time. Click into that. We shall. What is the camera like there? What a day! What a day! My goodness! And I have to be up early in the morning as well. Hopefully Virgin, an engineer, is going to call out and find the problem. And that's the important thing. He needs to find the problem. If he doesn't find something wrong, then don't get me started. Right, and Jerry says cool down. Yes, we've titled it cool down. My goodness, a packed filled day indeed. Up early and on to try and enjoy a wee bit of grinding, and then the fun and excitement of the kids coming round, and the challenge of driving with all that going on. It was hard and well, a load of fun in the dailies, and then a load of fun with the kids having fun as well. It was great having them. The FIA races were very, very hard. I mean, so they were, and that last one was the two of them. Really, we had a half decent comeback in one of them. Our qualifying really let us down. But yeah, that last race was really disappointing. I mean, so it was at the end of it, the feeling was dead disappointing at it. I mean, but like we said, if he just drove round and passed us, the second place was good, and we were actually lucky we didn't end up having to go again. It could have ended up, you know what I'm like, every time I hit the wall or slow down or have a crash and I try and drive away again, I just usually spin, do another donut. That's I was terrified as soon as I hit the wall. I was so gentle on the gas, and I was like, oh, when is the bunch coming to get me? So I ended up happy to get second for sure, but it was very annoying in the race. I mean, just to have it stolen away like that, and then at the end just to have a bit of fun with the kids before their dad came and collected them, and I says I might be on, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll jump on for an hour. I mean, so well, I'm definitely no later than 11. I'll be on for about an hour. I'm not even sure what I'm doing. What do you think? Will they open a wee lobby, or will I bounce into the daily sea? Whatever you fancy, really. I'm just doing. No, JJ, no. I really, I wouldn't do that. I don't agree with reporting. I don't. I'd be I'd be letting myself down if I did that. I don't agree with reporting. I think once you allow reporting of anything, then it opens up a huge window for popular people. Decide, I don't like him, let's all report him, and then everybody goes and reports him, and who knows what the rules are on PlayStation or on YouTube or whatever. Perhaps if your channel, or else if your PlayStation account receives 10 reports in one day, then you're automatically banned or stuff like that. You know, I would prefer that you're not allowed to report. If someone writes you a message that would get them in trouble with the police, then go to the police. You know, you shouldn't get in trouble for what happens in a game. It's a game at the end of the day. I know your man, PG, he's a man, like, but at the same time, the exact same thing could happen. And the other guy who it happens with could be 9 or 10 years old and just really, really, really wanted to win that race. You know? It can only be like a reflection on himself, and it'll give me, I'll enjoy. I don't know when I'll get around to it, but I've got it on replay. I'll enjoy talking a wee bit of shite, for sure, during that replay. It's unusual that you get someone like that, James, isn't it? Like, he's definitely, the sort of guy that if there was any kind of half decent penalty system at all, he wasn't up in good lobbies. I don't think they're during all the real strong penalty systems. We hadn't seen him in a quite while. So we hadn't. But with no penalty systems like this, he's fast enough to be, to be using all what the game is allowing you to do now. His advantage, and he's got the speed. But we any kind of half decent penalty system in place at all, you wouldn't really see him at all, because he would always be getting in the incidents and stuff. And I'm sure if he's driving like that against other people, and I haven't watched a whole lot of them, but I have managed to catch a few videos, and there's not many videos where I haven't seen like a few things in terms of punting people and just driving on past. But I don't think he does any kind of commentary or even any kind of writing and all in his stream. And it doesn't even tell you how many subscribers he has, but his videos are being viewed like into the thousands. These definitely, it's a shame, for sure. There's been a couple of times as well, like, where we've had a great wee race with him as well. But again, it was her own fault. I was sitting there watching the race back before I got on my laptop. It's great. I had it on full screen. No, it's fucking great now, instead of sitting watching it on my telephone. I feel like we've got my own wee TV. And the mistakes I made. My first corner, my goodness, my first corner was absolutely ridiculous. I don't know what was going on there. So I don't. And then we were trying to hear, we were listening to what was going on with the kids and stuff. And we're totally brain faded at one point. And we had just opened up like a 3.3 second lead over him. And that there one mistake, without that one mistake, he wouldn't even have got back into slipstream ways. I mean, whereas as soon as we done that, I just gave him hope. He had us down to 2.1, and then he just edged it down, edged it down. It was a shame if that hadn't happened in the last corner. If he had even got a really, really aggressive nose to the inside of me, if he had went off onto the grass in order to get to the inside, and ended up, he brought it home just with a motocross style last lap, pass. That still would have been, me making that video would have been one of the fucking my most favourite videos to make, in terms of, oh my goodness, what a lovely race. Lost it in the last corner. Fair play to you, mate. Nice pass, even if it was super aggressive. But when they do the pushing, and punting at the back, it certainly doesn't feel nice. What are we doing anyway? JJ, did you answer me in terms of would you like me to open the lobby? Daly's at least, I punt them all the time. No, I'm not even a punter, JJ. I will not lower myself. I think punting is like a totally different level of dirtiness. I wouldn't even go to that level of dirtiness. I'll just have aggressive shoves at the side, and if I'm smart, I'll do it in the right place, where when I push him off the track, he's into a wall or into the sand, and then he's gone out of the way. But I wouldn't lower myself to do a punt. I really wouldn't. That's my least favourite part of the game. It's a shame that it sounds so easy, but it's for them to fix it, in terms of just if you drive into the back of somebody, you get a penalty. You know what I mean? It sounds so simple. Don't worry about the side contact. Side contact's always racing. If you're doing your job, if you're in front of someone and you're doing your job properly, they should never sneak a nose where you don't want them to sneak a nose. So if you're trying to protect the inside, the first thing you need to do before you complain about it, anything, is that, have you protected it properly? And I thought I protected it. I think side by side, contact is, I love all the side by side contact, even the roughest, aggressive stuff. When they slide in Tilly, if they slide in Tilly and there's contact, but there's still space for your car to be on the track, I don't think that would be punished in racing. In that kind of racing, I think that's fair play. I really do. It's nice racing, to have as well. What are we doing? We'll open a lobby and see what the crack is. People like him deserve to get banned. Like, I don't know, JJ. It's still a PlayStation game in the end, I would hate to have a rage attack one day and then wake up the next day and realise I'm not allowed to play my PlayStation anymore. It would break my heart. Why would I want to stop anyone being able to play the PlayStation and do something that they love, Next race, I'm not doing the Saturday, James. So I'm not. Ginger is in the house. Hello, Ginger. I'll open a wee lobby at the minute, and then it means I'll not require the focus of a daily race. I can perhaps try and keep it with a bit of chat, because as I say, we're not on for long. I can tell you that some magical stuff came for me. I had some magical stuff, and I've had a magical wee beverage here as well, and I'm feeling mighty chilled out after. I feel drained I do. I was under pressure today. The pressure in that race, trying to concentrate when the kids were standing right here, and I thought they were going to touch the wheeling all the times, and then they tried to put a cowboy hat on my head, and then she put her hand in front of my face at one point and all, and that was hard. I mean, to focus, but we did, because it was one of those races. Even though we were lonely for most of it, it was a pressurised race. I didn't make many mistakes. I mean, only 2 mistakes. My first corner was awful, and then I had one brain fade. And considering how much I had going on around me, I think I done well. I'm happy. When I watched it back there, I was like happy enough with the result, for sure. Create a room, right? What are we up to? What have we got? There we go. That's good. Yep, we'll get on for a final event of the evening. That's what this one shall be. No, I don't need to fix the room. No, we'll let everybody in, just in case we end up lonely. So lonely. Yeah, we'll do a big 20 lovers. Well, why not? I'm going to even do a rolling start. And then that Sirocco will be nice off the line. Turn 2. Don't need fuel whatsoever. And having no tire bar at all is making me have to, forcing me into trying to find the limits and pushing a bit faster as well, instead of me just getting relaxed in the comfortable lines that I'm always sitting in all. Let's also, instead of even that Sirocco, we'll have proper 10 minutes of qualifying, and yes, N300 will soft tires. I think we're good to go. We'll see if anybody, was there anybody in the world that day out there who would join a middle-aged Irishman who had just had a long, hard day on his PlayStation 4. He decided to chill out and have a wee beverage and talk a wee bit of shite and hopefully catch up with a wee bit more chat than usual. Yep, that's what's wrong. I haven't popped my chat out. Let me see. Pop out chat. Go on, get yourself up there. Make that stuff a wee bit bigger and a bit closer to the face. Yeah, JJ, you must have had a nice race as well, did you? Have you saved it? Are you going to bring a wee video out? JJ's in the house. Into the wee you know what. The roadsters. Do you want to go out, JJ? And we can watch you messing about. You forgot to save the replay. Baby, lock them doors and turn them lights down low. So, we're basically, any time we get on Gran Turismo then from now to the end of the week. I'm thinking I want to try and grind. Or at least even if we reach, or if we're already at our limit and we can't, and that's where we average out. I want to have a lot of fun anytime I get on that track, because it is, and in Group 3 especially, it's always nice racing. The track encourages side to side action a lot. I love the flow of every version of it. Oh, no, no. People having a wee beverage and a cup of tea. Show them how to do it, JJ. Spectator options. This is the young man on the steering wheel, improving all the time. Soon to be a star of the future. You may have heard it before. If you've been in my channel anyway, I'd be surprised if you haven't at some point heard me saying about this young man, JJ Baldy. He races in real life as well. That's right, guys. He's a real lifer. Go-kart racing. So send that young man a friend request or something if you want to be in with a chance of being considered possibly one of his friends when he's world champion of the future. I am hoping, I keep hinting all the time, just in case that shit goes down in the future, that when he wins his first world title, he's gonna grab that mic and forget all about the question that has been asked, and he's just gonna say, "Scotty Senior, I remember." What a fake JJ. A chance of being Formula 1 world champion or a champion in real life, or else on the PlayStation. Or will he just, he's 13 now, will he just all of a sudden be asked out on a date with a girl that he quite likes, and all of a sudden the young man could just think to himself, what am I doing playing on a PlayStation? What are computer games? You didn't like the combo? I love that wee track. That's my favourite track. It's definitely a dodgy wee track. I mean, because of the last corner on the Thursday, this evening. It was like that the last time. The last time I done an FIA race on that track, it was exactly the same, and it was at the same time as they removed the penalties, and it was the same in that corner. That corner, it definitely, it's a hard one to judge on your own, you know. In order to get it nice and smooth and reasonably fast on your own, you need to have loads of patience, and you need to be lifting and coasting and nice and gentle on the brakes, and a late apex, and every bit of that all encourages people behind to think that there's an easy pass, because there is, you know. It's a corner that there's definitely always there's gonna be stuff like that going down. Hopefully at some point we'll maybe be able to get enough of us in to have a wee race What is JJ set for us to go out and beat so far? A 117, JJ. Is that good? Is that a good one, JJ? I'm not going out until JJ says to me in the chat, there you go, Scotty, try to beat that. As if he's confident that I'm not going to beat it. So there's your challenge for you, young man. We'll see how long it takes him to actually do a lap where he thinks to himself, oh, alright Scotty, go ahead, your turn, you go and beat that, and we'll play that game with your JJ. Set yourself a lap, and then I go and try and beat it, and you can chill and sit and give me stick. If you still not beat that, and then when I beat yours, I start chilling out again. You're trying to set a decent quality lap for Martha so you get some PR. And then you think you're doing FIA tomorrow. FIA practice? You mean, Ginger? Where does it even tell you? On the telephone, see on the YouTube chat now that I'm seeing? I don't see a time. Which is a shame, because I have no idea how long ago Ginger asked that question. It may well have been 20 minutes ago. I may well have already answered that shit. But do I remember? I'm afraid not. I can only apologise for my piss poor behaviour this evening. Awful. Oh, I'm going to get myself another wee beverage. I think that's, if that doesn't sound like a plan, and all I have to do then is wait, and JJ saying go ahead beat that. It's taking him ages, like, isn't it? We'll go on board with him. He's coming to the end of a lap. Oh, it's not letting me change the view, so we'll have to stay. Is he going to improve? Is he getting into 16th maybe? No, he didn't improve. So I've got another lap of chilling out. Hey. I have a wee drink, love. Yeah. What time are we at anyway? I wonder. Any idea what time we're at?
We are 10 to 10.
I know. I think I almost have enough money to buy my own moonshine shack. I think I'll be putting my moonshine shack out in the arsehole of nowhere. That's what my plan is. What did he say? The last time I played, I was at 24 point something, so I'm very, very close. 25. I've basically got it. In order to buy the roll, and then you buy the other stuff for cash, I think. Jay. I should have used my other mic, you know, and then it might have been getting it picked up a bit better. Yeah, the laptop seems to be a bit more behind than what the telephone usually is. Right, JJ, if you don't improve this lap, I'm going out to beat that lap. Am I making a fool of myself, do you think? Was JJ even there listening? If he was, he should have a big red face. As he can. I think he does. There seems to be a possible big red face on the young man. Let's look closer. Is that a good lap? It is not an improvement. Yep, it is. It's a big red face on the young man. He's had too long. Let's go out and try to beat that. James is in the house as well. I'm in no rush to start, boys. I'm in no rush to start. You know, I'm chilling out. I'm on for a wee hour, so let's go out and see if we can get anything done. Oh, up no volume. I'm telling you, boys, I just hope that one day there is going to be a Formula 1 race or some kind of world event where all the world champions like Lewis Hamilton and all turns up, and I somehow get a strange invite. Only during that race they have to deal with a couple of kids running about, yelling and shouting and having great fun, screaming with Jesse and asking questions and trying to. I'm driving here. How am I driving? In fact, on pause. I really was driving. I thought it was an auto drive. That was daft. So I'll tell you what, boys. I'll tell you what. You'll be lucky if I remember what I was talking about now. How is it allowing me to drive there even though I'm in? I've never had that before. Is any of the rest of you got a glitch or anything? No? Is it if you move it down there gives me control? No. That was weird. Beat that lap, says JJ. Surely. We haven't even warmed up our tires here or anything. If we even have tire wear on. But the young man's pretty confident. He said, beat that lap. How soul wrenching would it be for the young man if we did that first go? Ha! That's not a 17 now. It's a full second quicker, young man. Hey, you sneaky as I would say, we're not beating it already just with that first corner. Hopefully we'll not have you chilling out for too long, JJ. I must be in Sirocco mood at the minute with the gears. Haha, why did I look away from stuff? It's faster than it's faster than what Benson normally does. My goodness, JJ. Steering wheel speed. I was still in Sirocco mode there that last lap, so I don't really know how hard it's going to be to beat. That was a ridiculously bad lap in terms of how far off your lap it is. But I don't know, I can't remember what a good lap is going to be for me. But hopefully, we can't be that far behind surely. I don't think we need third gear there. We're still changing gears there as, like, it's the Sirocco or something. Well, hopefully by the time we're learning where we're changing gears and stuff, then we'll start worrying if we're still a mile off it. Did you nail the chicane? Do you feel like you nailed the life out of the chicane? The chicane is like where you can make all the time, I feel. Whenever you do get it, just lovely. You kind of know. Or when you get it faster than normal, you know, like that just felt normal. Sometimes it's hard to tell just how good it is whenever it's a nice standard chicane, but when you get lucky and nail the bollocks out of it, you know. At a time, definitely to bring me through that one. A shitload of room on the outside there to get the car down there. Ah, James beat it. Oh, get in there, James. Go on. Just what the doctor ordered. Right, how far off are we? I can't even remember if we've had any mistakes in that lap. That's 16.8, that's 16.2. Oh, we were slightly gritty. She feels a wee bit boggy in that section as well, as if a third gear might be required. Again, not nailing that one and using all of the track. There's time to be made there, and that's a real important one, bringing you onto the back straight. Just make a wee bit of time to hold straight. Right, that was a steady lap. What is that? That's my best, surely, isn't it? 16.5. Couple of tenths off it. That might have been a wee bit better there, and a wee bit more aggressive around that one. But what was the first, let's say? Might try about a third here just to see. We did say in the first lap, like, but no, it's not even here. That confused me. It's not even here. Yep, that messed me up totally. I was going to try about a third there, I mean, in this one. Don't we? No, we didn't mean in the other one. No, there's no way we could be one third here, but. Oh, James is out to help me. Did I go quicker than JJ as well? No, it didn't. No, it didn't. JJ's just left. Is James going to try and get me ahead of JJ? But I think James has a plan. Come on, James. Let's do this shit. Boom, boom. Let's shake this room. Where are we in it? I think no lift is the way to go around this one. Hard to tell whether we're in it. I don't think we are, just because they're slower cars. I was putting like the third there. Yeah, no, it's tapping out. It's tapping out on us. So that's this lap going. getting a few in the room, perhaps getting close to time to hand out the thanks for joining us. It's just so the people actually know that the host is alive. There's nothing to be too worried about. We haven't had an underpant department incident in the lavatory or any such thing like that for you to worry about. Put those telephones down. Stop writing that panic text message. We're pretty close. We're not too far away. We're not too far away.
2 minutes, Jerry.
Right, let's tell the people in the room. Thanks for joining me, everyone. I think that's it. They know we're alive. Hello, gentlemen. If you don't mind while you're here, can I drag the ones I have no recollection of meeting before to my office? 51 followers had Mr. RW98. 100% of the campaign had been achieved. He was a D-rated driver. Even after completing 100% of the campaign, although that doesn't matter because you only get your rating from online races, and that's why. And he's a B sportsmanship. He can definitely learn and improve for sure. However, does he love this game? Because he makes badass sexy libraries. He has created 398 of the things, of which only a special 8. He walked around them, he had a wee look, and he stood back. He maybe even took a picture, maybe even set the camera up, hit the wee time button and run back over and jumped on the bonnet and made himself all cool looking and snapped a picture like that, and then thought to himself, God damn it, that is too sexy to keep to myself. I need to share that shit. And here's why. Here's the reasons why. That's quite nice. I quite like that. That's nice. It is definitely very nice. And these were the special ones. There's nothing that I'm going to dive at, sir, but don't feel too bad. It says nothing about your libraries and everything about my badass collection of libraries. This guy had 20 libraries and he hadn't uploaded any of them. He had a big red face. He was ashamed of every one that he created. James, what about you? Have you created anything lately? 132, and there was just one special car library. And there it was. James thought that one was the one to share. Nice. What about JJ? Haven't had a nosy at JJ for a while. Where does this young man get the time? He got a shitload of pictures, a shitload of races, a shitload of replays, he has a shitload of car libraries, he's a shitload of hamlets, and he's a shitload of suits. Can you believe this? He's a shitload of everything. We've been in here before. There's no new ones up the top, so we've definitely been here before. There'll be nothing for us to steal. Ah, did you beat James again? What are the times sitting like at the minute? It doesn't say you've been with Mang. A 16.2. I'm at a 16.5 at the minute. And that was a good lap. I've done, boys. I wouldn't mind seeing the lap that you've done. I feel like I've done a reasonable lap. There's no hurry. Don't you worry, see we can take our time. Come a little closer, let's go over what I had in mind. Alright, Benson is in the house. What are you up for? What are you up to, Benson? Don't make me get on here. That's all. Just joking. I'm not on for long, Benson. I'm definitely no later than 11 o'clock. I'm just having a chill out stream. That was a stressful stream today. Up early and a load of fun in the daily races. And then as soon as the kids come around, I'm trying to concentrate. The very first, daily race that we tried, we thought it was going to be easy. We were like, oh, we'll talk away, have a conversation with you, no problem. What would you like to talk about? And then we drove off a track in the first corner and went back to the last place. They just drove around on their own. So it did. And those FIA races were very enjoyable races. Too disappointing, or three maybe four disappointing things happening in the races, but apart from that, we drove how we should have drove. We weren't awful in any of the races. I feel like I've done what I can do, and my qualifying let me down in the first one for sure, and then I felt like I had a good comeback race in that one, only because it was a comeback race. My tyres were gone by the end, and then I dropped back a couple of spots in the 7th, but it was a salvage job. And then in the next one we got a personal best qualifying lap. That's what you want when it matters. We can't complain about that at all. Over the moon. We had a wee bit lucky. We had wee Sirocco in front of us, and then start of the race, let ourselves down in the very first corner. I don't know what I was thinking. When I watched it back, I almost braked as if I was exiting the pits. That's almost where I braked. I was very, very lucky I didn't just throw myself off the track. I don't know what was in my head. I was carrying a lot more speed into the corner than what I was thinking. I braked way too late. Near through it all the way. And then at Sirocco was on my ass. And once he got ahead of me, I thought to myself, right, that's only a wee land of it. And then he dropped me from a slipstream and started driving away. And I kept on watching his time. And I was like, oh, when are you going to start slowing down? When are you going to start slowing down? And then I didn't even realise he never knew the strategy. He'd fucked up at the start even before the race had began. He maybe brain faded. Perhaps he's a yoga fan like myself, and he had a wee bit of brain fade and never managed to stick on the correct set of tyres. Harry's in the house. Hello, Harry. Harry's quality was a 55.4. Nice one, Harry. I'm not sure, but mine was in the end. It was a personal best. It was a 55 something. It must have been 55.6. I think it was, because I was very happy with it. I felt slow in the first corner, but you always do feel slow when you're behind someone, because you always have to lift, and then you just don't brake as hard, and then you just watch him and judge it off him, and then you hope that he has nailed his corner. So it feels slow, but if he has nailed it, then it can be really fast. So he must have got it half decent. We were like a personal best but 2/10. And we're doing another one. I've not started yet, Benson. I'm in no rush to start either, mate. I'm definitely getting off for 11, so I'll be on for about an hour 15 minutes. So we'll have to get up. I have to have this place down here sorted in order for the Virgin man who's calling tomorrow to come. And I can only hope that he finds a fault somewhere whether it should be at the line or coming between the line and the router, or from the router to here. If he comes out, and what am I meant to do? I really don't want to have to go through the hassle of changing and asking someone else to come out and then try and get it all sorted out and hooked up. So I just hope there's something wrong. I hope when he comes out he finds something wrong, and that'll be me sorted, hopefully. Jay Tilsey in the house. You may have seen me holding up the rest of the grid. Hello sir, nice to meet you. Thanks for hopping in. Not so much of a racing stream, this one, more just of a chill out stream after a stressful day on Gran Turismo Sport, for sure. Highs and lows. Murray Walker would have had a field day with this one. Anything that could happen did happen. Huh? Have we got someone new out front? Oh my goodness, James, what are you doing out there? Get back out there, James. Show me how you're doing that. That's ridiculous. Get yourself back out on track, James, and show people how you're driving that fast, if you don't mind. What has happened? What's happened? Have I missed something in the chat, boys? Instead of me going back, lads, you know what I'm like. Tell me what I missed now. Tell me what I missed now. Harry, did you race tonight? Did you get another badass result? You're just waiting for results to be calculated so you can sleep, knowing you're not trashed the game. Well, if you trash the game, I'm happy when people pick up things when I'm driving, you know. There's not many of us hasn't got. I'm glad that I've room for improvement, and in terms of obvious things, the tires are a huge thing. The fact that people are able to say to me, like JJ at the end of the race, what have you done to your tires? And I can see my tires, I can see that I've done an awful job with them. But that's all wee tiny, changes in driving, and just having half a dozen practices when you're fully focused on driving that way, and then that becomes natural to do, you know. Hopefully. It's good that we're going through our tires at the rate we are, in terms of if we're going the speed that we're going now, and we're still going through the tires like that, then there's a lot of improvement there. I mean to be able to be done. Harry, did you race tonight? Or were you afraid? On that track? Surely you raced there. That was manging your track whenever we turned up for Team AMG. Sorry if I'm watching the chat. I'm going to focus on the chat. Look, Harry's saying, oh my god, he fucking did. You have told me this 10 times already. Right, I'm watching the chat, Harry. Tell me that shit now. I'm not taking. Damn it, Scotty, in capitals. That's it, lads. Spam that shit. Fuck me, Scotty. Will you listen to what I'm telling you? I got 300 again. Exactly 300, Harry. Of course it's exactly 300. Because if it was 301, Harry would have fucking made sure he told us 301. Yeah? 300. Congratulations. What precision was it, Harry? You see, you'll find now with the penalty system off and Harry allowed to just drive like a dirty dog, he will start getting badass points and badass results. Top split, watch out, Harry's coming to get you. What do I think, Harry? Well done, sir. Congratulations. You're clearly OP. He's being mean. Take his mud off. What's he doing? Your first lobby of the day was 344 for the win. Nice, Harry. Harry, that sounds like second split, is it not? That's got to be split 2, surely. Well, depending, I suppose, if everyone's back. I mean, Leighton and all's been back. If everyone's back, it could be split 3 maybe. But my God, that's good lobbies you're getting up into now. Very good, mate. How long can you hang about up there, Harry? That's what it's all about. How long can you hang up there with him? I'm telling you, with the penalty system off, we all know what Harry's like. If there's an aggressive race, if you say at the start of a race, right, this is going to be an aggressive one, Harry fucking wins that shit. Harry teaches us all how to be aggressive. If you're going to pass someone and you're going to be dirty and aggressive about it, this is how you do that. And yep, Harry could be one of the hot favourites in every race under this current penalty system. I don't care what you say, JJ. If he drives dirty, that's Harry's my mate. He doesn't drive dirty against me. I'm not getting into a turf war with Harry. Certainly not whenever he's in an FIA race. When he's in an FIA race, Harry is my secret weapon. I love to see Harry either right behind me or right in front of me, because when he's right behind, I'm going to move out of the way and I'm going to watch him just make moves on people, make shit go down in the race and make his way forward, and I just follow him through. And he knows in his head, if I'm still there in the last couple of laps, he better watch out, because I'd be wanting a piece of it myself. Benson says he's on the way. How many goals did you even have? JJ, you had to have 2 goals a day, didn't you? I've never had a day like that in my life. My goodness, guys, see, I was having great fun with the kids before the FIA started, and then I realised in the very first corner, in fact I should have realised in qualifying, because my qualifying was very poor, but I realised in my first race, in the very first corner, how things were totally different. This was no ordinary stream, this was no ordinary FIA race. We got a nervous PP, I think, about maybe 5 seconds before it was started the race. Normally, when it's all quiet and we're thinking about what's going on and stuff, that nervous PP sneaks up on you a good 60 seconds before the race. It just appeared right at the end as well. And then the kids I was having fun talking to the kids, and I was encouraging them. So I was, because I thought to myself, it's alright, don't worry, I've got this shit under control. I'll just waffle to the kids. I normally waffle while I race. I'll be able to waffle to the kids, and I quickly realised, oh no, it's all gone wrong. You want the 300 soon? I don't think I'll ever get a 300. I think I've had my day. There may be other instances where there's certain tracks and stuff where I get an impressive result in a real good room, but I don't think it's going to get any better than a top split debut. Almost out of fucking nowhere. Almost out of nowhere. Like when you look at it, it took me out of nowhere. For sure. In terms of sneaking in there, and I don't think when I look at the names in it now, and I look back at it, I don't think it was a poor top split. I think it was a reasonably competitive top split, and then just to have a good qualifying and a top 5 and a badass steady race. It was great. I'm really sorry now that I never streamed it, you know, but I wasn't really feeling like streaming at that stage. I was almost losing interest in it, so it gave me a good wee, because I wasn't feeling. That's probably why I was so competitive as well, because I wasn't feeling like streaming for a week before it. So any time that I did get in, I just got in and practiced, and you clearly learn a lot more whenever you're not trying to focus or talk, have conversation and stuff. When you just get in and you're just thinking about driving the car. We can all definitely learn and you get to a point where you have to be right and close to them, don't you? Because there's only a certain speed you can go, and then you can't go no faster. Used to practice a lot. If you practice in the right ways, when I'm having fun in these here wee lobbies, like, I think you can tell that I'm about a lower A level. I think if I was bouncing into the races just for fun all the time with no practice, right now on loads of tracks, I'm not qualifying on pole position, even if I was down in a high B, low A lobby. I just have my certain tracks where I have a wee bit of magic. There must be a wee bit of magic there somewhere. Right, I'm gonna start one, boys. Yeah. I'm gonna start with Benson in the house. Benson's in the house. JJ's in the house. Right, couple of our boys. Good luck. Here we go. Qualifying started. I'm ticked in myself, haven't I? I am. Thank goodness. Let's add more beverages. I can report home as well, Benson, that we got some magical stuff this evening. I'm sure you can tell as you're looking at my bake. We'll chill out here like the world champions do. You don't see Lewis Hamilton in a panic rushing out of the pit lane. Oh, I want to be first. Oh, I want a bit of slipstream. Give me slipstream. Oh, I'm not happy with one slipstream. I want to be in the back of a Q4. No. World champions don't do that. They sit in the pit lane and they're like, how fast did he go there? Right. Let me know when anyone goes a half a second faster than that. And once they hear a time that they think themselves, I may go out. Then they go out. and they usually sprinkle that shit right at the end of the session. Is that what we're about to do this evening? I have no idea. Probably not. Probably not. However, we cannot deny it remains a possibility. Not even too sure what cars other people's in. Not even worried. Let them enjoy themselves. It'll mix it up a bit. Callum is in the house. Honest opinion on MX, yeah, crap, mate. I've not really went back to it. Although I might go back there at some point. I think there's a new Supercross, a new Supercross game at some point. It's due out, I think. I mean, shortly. But again, if it looks kind of like the other stuff, I'm not sure how much time I'll have to get into it, and you need a game to feel nice. I need a game to feel nice, you know. I want a motocross game that it doesn't have to be hard. It really doesn't have to be hard. I know people, I mean, like it, I mean, to be hard and real, but even if it's a bog standard game, it needs to feel nice. It's a badass feeling in a motocross game when you do a wee scrub and it looks really nice, or you do a whip when it looks nice and you're in control of it and bringing it back. Then you don't have to be fast at that game. I mean, just to love playing it, because though being able to do that stuff just feels lovely, you know. And there's not a motocross game on console right now that has anything like that. If I had a PC, I'd be well into that there MX bikes, unless it was just too hard to play, you know. But I would definitely put a lot of hours into that just to try to learn how to play it, because as soon as I mean, you do one scrub or something in it, I bet you just feels so nice. What am I doing anyway? I'm only 4 seconds off the pace at the moment. Thank goodness my brain says that there's 5 minutes left of this one, because this lap's gone as well. It was a terrible first corner. And apologies if we are missing any chat there, boys, too, because we're drinking and we're stretching out. Are we missing shit? No, we answered. We went on a waffle about MXGP. You've got MXGP 2019, but you weren't sure. No, mate, I wouldn't bet personally. It's online options and everything at the minute. I believe usually they do bring out updates and stuff in order for you to have, I mean, private lobbies and what have you. I mean, but let's go, Benson. In order for you to have private lobbies and stuff, but it's not a good enough game for me. And if you have been playing those games, then you kind of know what you're getting. It's a bit like FIFA. That's the way it's turned out. It's turned out like FIFA. Here's another new game for you this year. Sorry, Benson, mate. I'm waffling and daydreaming here. Here's another new game for you this year. We'll make ourselves a shitload of money. It's basically the same game. A couple of small different changes in and this and that, you know. But I don't think that's what anyone wants. I think that's why this game is so good. This game would not be anywhere near as popular if there was such a thing as Gran Turismo 2018, Gran Turismo 2019. We don't want that shit. We want a game that's going to be out for 3-4 years, a badass game that we can all get our heads stuck into, learn how to play it, instead of getting a wee bit good over the space of a year at one of them, but never actually getting to the point where you master it, getting really good, and then it's time to move on to the next one. I really should be concentrating here, but I'm just going to enjoy this. We've still got 3 minutes. We've got 3 minutes. The team is on the radio. Is everything alright out there, Scotty? You're well off the pace. Is everything alright? Yes, boss. It's alright, mate. We're just talking a wee bit of shite at the moment. I've got my eye on the clock. I see there's over 2 minutes and 50 seconds still left. I am about to increase my speed. Okay, Stephen, that's fine. Head down. Right, Benson. Get you back here. That's what you were trying to do a minute ago. Benson was trying to help me out a minute ago, but I was talking too much shite. Can he take me places? Could you take me places, Benson? I think Benson could take me somewhere I have never been before. Right, no talking, Stephen. Just stop talking, mate. It's that simple. Stop it. I'm greedy. That was an awful line, wasn't it? Awfully greedy. A lack of momentum along this straight for sure. But it wasn't slow. A wee couple of times lost maybe by the end of the straight. Still not getting that one. Not being brave enough. I'm trusting that the car is gonna grip. Come on, Benson, go. I'm on. I've tasted one, sir. Or I feel like it's the best one I've done anyway. It's the first one I've concentrated on. Right. Can you take me places? Sprinkle up magic right at the end. We meant to rev the nuts out of that there. The man's trying. He's trying his best to help us. Purple sector. He isn't taking us places we have never been this session. One steady chicane. Oh! Haha! Can you believe? Can you believe, my God, world champion, my balls, I hear you all say at home. Haha, what a fool. Fingers pointing at the top right hand corner of your screens. Haha, big belly laughs. Humiliated live on stream. We were purple, thanks to Benson. can't believe that was an awful, awful mistake. Third, but third. And you know what the wise men say? Qualifying means nothing. It's all about the race. A 16-1 Benson as well. My God, I was purple there. I could have maybe stole a 15. I could have impressed the life out of the whole lobby there. Benson was definitely taking me places. I had no idea how much quicker we were or how much purple we were, but he was definitely taking us somewhere we'd never been. Is that your first proper lap of the day as well? My goodness, man, you're OP. You're OP. You should have to carry an extra 3 stone in your boot or something. There's no tower or nothing on, so we'll just leave everything's in the middle, isn't it? Yeah. And the rolling start might take a wee lap or two. A chance of the slipstream being broke early with a small mistake. Otherwise, it'll take a wee lap or two for it all to close up properly. He said right before they all went into corner 3 side by side. Oh, JJ. Oh, it's got even worse for the young man in the background. There's no coming back from that one. There's definitely not. He's gone. He's out of there. Mr. Balding has left the building with a big red face once again. Oh, JJ, that was painful as well. That's one of those awful wee corners, isn't it? You just know as soon as you drop away that you're a passenger, and it's like a slow motion crash. It's like, oh no. And now we've no slip either. Thanks to JJ. Almost everything that goes down is that young man's fault sometimes. Huh? How contradicting was that sentence? I wonder. Benson's been feeling lonely. He's been feeling lonely. The man wanted a race that day. It was good to see. A bit of focus for the brain. We'll be happy now if we can hang with Benson at all, because there has been rumours that Benson has been in the bedroom with the blinds closed, the door locked, the lights turned out, and at Goodwood practicing in a Mazda just for this particular occasion. Let's let the man know immediately that we want to have a race. Oh, I hope my tires are clean. I hope my tires are clean. And again, I'm going to treat it like a race to the outside, sir. Testing the water, poking and prodding us, hoping he can bust the bubble. And it's only lap 3. There's no tower on, so there's not. Yeah, we're only lap 3. There's no tower on. 20 laps as hard as you can, isn't it? Well, a wee glitch. Did that give us a boost? It did indeed. Even though glitches were on our side, surely we can go to bed faster than top slip man Mr. Benson. Again, he's coming for the run. He dipped his toes in a wee lap or 2 ago. Oh, he went for it and he's got a sneaky nose. He's got a sneaky nose. We'll have to open that up. Although we haven't managed to leave a sneaky nose. Aggressive, but always plenty of space left for the man. Perfectly fair. Oh, again, good racing, sir. He's got the line on us now, but slightly more drive. I'll try and keep him squeezed in. I'll try and keep him squeezed in as much as we can. And we'll prove ourselves. No. Was there a cutback? No. Nothing to be had. He must be. He's getting the flow of that chicane now. You know he is. I think when he first started doing these races at Goodwood with us, it was perhaps me who just had a slight edge in that chicane. We clearly don't now. That is well reversed now. And notice that the last few times we're racing, we're at risk of being dropped. He nails the exit of that chicane. Come on, turn in. A better exit for us there. We're still here, Benson. Don't you dare slow down unless you drive away from me and drop me from the slipstream. Then you might be able to feel a bit sorry for me. But not right now. I plan to hang about for a while. Carrying more speed through all of it, so he has faster entry, faster exit, everything, and braking too much. He's having more of a coast. Anyway, a 16.2 for us, a 15.9, and that's with us in his slip. Oh, get away, Benson, he's dropped the wheel. It doesn't matter what happens now. Even if we feel guilty and we slow down, it'll go down in the record books as we're faster than Benson. My goodness. Who's that? Who's that in the distance I hear? It's the next door neighbour. Hello, Bobby. What's that I hear you say? Have I ever seen who? On what? Oh, a guy called Benson on Gran Turismo. I have. Did you see him? What did you think of him? He is, you're right, he's fast. He's one of the fastest guys I've seen as well. What's that, sir? Is he as fast as me? No, he is not, Bobby. No, he is not. At least not this evening. because you're only as good as your last race, Benson. And the amount of waffle I've had to do to allow you back into this one, sir, I'm going to have to think. In fact, there's your challenge. Big race ahead of you. Start to focus, hunt me down. You've collected it. Hunt me back down. And perhaps you can change those record books altogether without me having to completely slow down and make it look humiliating. It'll look in the record books like the pressure was just too much that day for the top splitter who turned up at Scotty Senior's lobby. 2.4. Right, let's have a bit of focus. See if we can at least hold him back there. If we hit good steady laps in order for him to hunt us down, even at a couple of wee tenths a lap, he needs to be on the fucking limit. He needs to be pushing wee wheels on the grass. Wee mistakes, maybe going down. But first off, we do need to hit our own good steady laps. We're starting to get a wee bit braver on that corner now. Again, a short shift to dirt, meant to rev the nuts out of this wee car. How would you drive out of that one, Benson? It's coming down, it's slowly coming down. 2 by 2, the numbers were coming down. Although it's around here that it may come down by a half a second. Just you watch it on the exit. It was 2.2. Oh, he's pushing too much. We've got a top splitter pushing a lot, a shitload. He's pushing till he's dropping wheels on the grass, and all of a sudden he's under tremendous pressure now. He's 3.7 seconds back. Surely not. Can he catch us? Was he going to send us a sad face and say, I'm lonely, Scotty, I give up, you win, let's have a 10 lapper? Right, come on, keep hitting. I need to keep hitting my own steady laps, because I brain fade for one corner just, and boom, a second lost, and the man's got regenerated hope. If we were to nail Norway lapping high, and he dropped himself in Norway wheel and it opened up to 5 seconds, that they would definitely have to concede. Right, how did he get it? How did he get it? He's got it good that time, has he? 3.6. He got it better than us. He's got a tenth back on us. .6. Not much between any of us around the first one. Nice and patient. Nice big apex. With no running out on the exit. This one here, when you're brain fading that one, you'll lose a shitload. We have not brain faded. It's up to 4 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. It's 4 seconds. Oh my goodness. Scotty Senior was hauling ass. At the moment, for the first 10 laps, there was nothing Benson can do. He looked at the start of the race like he was going to drive away. But he dropped himself a wheel. He stayed in the race thinking, it's okay, I was just about to drive away from Scotty Senior. But we have told Benson quite a few times, we would love to be in a position where you have to push. He's usually lonely. He's usually having to slow down. That's not whenever we see what kind of pace we have for Benson. We need Benson not to be feeling sorry. We need him to be a few seconds behind us, pushing hard. Can he handle that shit? Me talking a bit of shite in his ear, him trying to focus every time he makes a mistake and drops the wheel, me pointing that shit out to everybody live on stream. My goodness, don't do it again, Benson. Oh my goodness. Come on, we need to focus. At least hit our own lines. Again, we're talking too much shite perhaps. It's going to come back and hunt us. But at the moment, we've still not really messed up our flow too much. 3.7. He has came back at us there for a couple of times. He's not giving up on it just yet. There's still 9 laps left. It's a big race. Oh, no, there's a second, he's got hope. We've just given the man hope. If he gets a half decent skin at all, he's going to be under 3 seconds there. That was a piss poor corner. I did it work out for us in the end. I must have a loss. Right, it could have been worse, We lost 3-4 tenths. Oh, Stephen, don't just drive off the track. And still, Benson would not give up. Scotty had thought twice now that he had defeated the man with a wee bit of shite talk in his ear. The correct combination of words whispered at just the right time. But still, on lap 12, Benson clung in there. He would not pack it in. Right, we definitely need a better chicane now, Stephen. Waking up. It was still poor. He's still going to have at least 2-3 tenths on us there. Yep, he's coming. He's going to be under 3. He's under 3 almost. He is. There we go. The man is starting to believe. And as he starts to believe, he's just going to get faster. He's going to get faster and faster because we're letting him start to believe. Come on. Let's try and remove that belief straight away. Come on, nail it. Take it back. Up to over 3. There was nothing nailed about that one, Stephen. Nothing at all. What about this one? I hear you say. He's coming. He's coming for us. He's maybe just had enough of the shade talk. He's had enough. He's had his giggle. He's laughed. He's thought, oh, yeah, that's funny, that's funny. No, right. I've had enough of you. Stop talking shite. Get back here. You're not that fast, mate. Come here. I've had enough. I'm sick of listening to you. Get back here. I want that. It was only a wee land of it. And indeed, he's hunting us down. Oh! He's dropped himself a whale. Have we found the correct combination of words yet again for another mistake? And again, all that hard work. The last 4-5 laps of him nailing lap after lap goes to waste. It's back up to almost 5 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, with only 6 laps to go. You're talking, he needs a mistake. He almost needs a mistake now. The hope has to be almost gone if we can just nail the next 1.5-2 laps. He's done. He's done. It could even result in a rage quit or a leave of the lobby. It's usually JJ Balding at the start of the race. How far does Benson need to go behind? He's still clinging. He's still pushing. He's not giving up. Good man. Good man. Make me bring it home. Don't just let me have it easy. Let me brain fade. You know what I'm like? 1 or 2 brain fades. And you'll be right back there. The more nice wee steady laps we can put the car, but again, consistency down the right hand side. It's nice when you're in the flow of a track because you can talk a wee bit more shite than usual. Still holding him at 5. If I can hold him above 4 for another 2 or 3 laps, he's just gonna, his wee head's just gonna drop, you know. He'll not start thinking about 3rd place, because there is no 3rd place. But he'll start thinking about maybe writing me a message and saying, would you like a last lap dice for Kais? And he's still pushing. You can tell he's pushing hard, because we got an awful corner there. He should have made, but he's dropped himself another wee wheel. Fair play to him. He's still making me. He's making me bring it home. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 5 laps. 5 laps to go. Yeah, but his brain it will be saying to him. If he brain fades and I take a half a second off him and that's a cane every lap, he still has belief. We need to try and take that away from him if we can. Come on, Benson. Give it up. For goodness sake, man. Still feeling comfortable at the moment. We just need to not make any major mistakes, major losses of time. Like nice smooth laps, and the pressure's all on him to nail lap after lap after lap. 5 perfect qualifying laps. The Manleys basically. Look at that. That was a granny driving through that chicane. How much did he take off his? He took off a wee. He'd done his job. He's nailed the bollocks out of that chicane. He's got himself a half a second back, and with that half a second might bring him an extra bit of hope, an extra bit of bravery, and hopefully another wee wheel dropped on the grass at some point. 4.4, right, hit our own line once again. Let's not give them on too much hope. Oh, as we almost drop a wheel, my goodness, Colin McRae almost came out to play that day. Again, a short shifted there, I should be revving the nuts out of that. 4.5. Let's try and get a good chicane this time and not let him catch us. That was a good, steady chicane. How did you do it, sir? Did you nail it? You got it pretty good. But again, it's another chicane. Survived with not much of a loss of time from us. He's running out of laps. Oh, that was poor for us. Now he nails the life out of that. There's a good 3/10 for him to make. On there, and if he's nailed those 2, you get half us down to 4. But that's still 2 seconds a lap. He needs. He needs me to throw it away. He's dropped himself his 3rd and final drop of the wheel, ladies and gentlemen. Just like that, the victory this evening has been confirmed. It's Scotty Senior who takes home the title. Benson would no doubt be in that chat conceding that shit and wanting a last lap. Dice for Kais. Benson, good race. That's the sort of position I need to get you in, Benson. You know, a few seconds behind me and me flowing, and then the pressure's on you, and then I can talk a wee bit of shit in your ear. Keep that pressure on you. Get up here and we'll have ourselves a last lap Dice for Kais. Good luck, sir. Do you want to stop? Do you want to stop? Yeah, let's stop. We'll see. We'll stop and we'll have a proper race from here. Oh! He couldn't handle it. He wanted a party. Let's stop and have a start, Benson. From a standing start. Where would you like to start? Here we go. And we'll look at the wee timer. It's at 24:27 now. We'll go when it goes to 25. The timer in the bottom left. It's at 35 at the moment, so I've got plenty of time to enjoy a beverage, sir. Sean is in the house. Hello, Sean. Oh, our leisure driving Benson. We had to sit there and enjoy it for over 20 minutes. Oh, we've got 10 seconds. We didn't even get time to drink our beverage. I believe these ones are flat out. There was one lap. It was go! Benson getting a slightly better start, but Scotty had the inside line. This was the one lap Dice for Kai series. Top splitter Benson turned up. And Scotty was prepared to take no shit at all, as it was only the one lap. It was almost a no holds barred. A wee land of it, Scotty straight away. Hopefully just get him a wee land of it. Oh, get back here. Oh my God, Scotty was worried. He was flashing his... Oh, he almost gave himself blurry vision. Benson gave the ass a small shake, trying to rub it in Scotty's face. He needed victory in this Dice for Cash, as Scotty had just beaten him in a big, long 19 lap race. There could be no excuses after a race of such a length. Scotty has indeed proven himself to be the more capable driver this evening. Now all Benson could do was try to have the consolation prize of a last lap Dice for Cash. The claim of being fast over one lap. Oh, he was too slow. It had turned into a destruction derby. And he threw it away again. I think you had me. Oh. How much was he coming? I think he's going to come for us, you know. No, he's gone. Benson, that was great fun. Thank you, mate. I enjoyed that thoroughly. What time are we at, boys? What time are we at? Alright, we should be off. It's 11:05. I did not even realise that. Benson, thank you. Oh, sorry. Jesse's speaking. Sorry. Yes, that was great fun, Benson. The brake check didn't work. Yes, mate, that was great fun. I enjoy talking shite when it works out. When that shite works out, it does feel like I have genuinely defeated you. You know. Hopefully we maybe had you under a wee bit of pressure during that race, even if those mistakes were coming, because your eyes were watering because you were laughing. That was the plan. That was the plan. Make him blind him with laughter. Hopefully. You were making me laugh so much. It's all part of the plan. I turned up today with a sneaky plan, sir. It is nice when it all works out. Gentlemen, let's go out anyway. That was a nice wee one after a very stressful day on Gran Turismo and the FIAs. Is the FIAs all over now? Can I go and does it tell you anything different now in the points when you look at them, or at least see how other people have got on? No, it doesn't. I'll tell you why it doesn't, because I'm on my second account. can I not just go and look at friends, but and then I'll be in the friends, yeah. Oh my goodness. Even after the huge disappointments of how today's race ended for us, we've jumped from 10th place on the friends list up to 3rd. Only 99, only 99 points off Harry, the 300 point guy. Twice in a row as well, from the penalty system changed. Boom. Harry just using that to his advantage for sure. Huh? Shh, don't tell him I said that. He heard me earlier. So you let me know, love, whenever I'm allowed to close down your chat.
Yeah, I don't know, it's just responding to Sean. I just didn't want you shut it off halfway through.
Oh, the kids are hard to beat. Yeah, very, very hard to concentrate as well for me. That was at one point during that last race when I was trying to focus. I was in the lead, I think, trying to focus and not make any mistakes. And I had a cowboy hat set on my head and then a hand placed in front of my face and stuff. It was everything was on the line for sure. Benson says you're fast as fuck. I wish. I know I'm not really, Benson. I have a bit of speed on a couple of tracks and that's it. You know. You need to put a lot of time in on other tracks. A lot of time in the right way as well. You know. In terms of, I mean, jumping in properly, even if it's only for a half an hour, and not being on, not having a stream, I mean to focus on or anything like that. If you jump on the track for a half an hour, and it does you a world of good over your 1 lap pace, and then once you find that flow on a track, there's not many tracks we have found that flow on. You were never catching me from back there. I don't know. You know what I'm like, Benson? Well, a wee bit of brain fade here and there. Bedtime for Sean, up early in the morning. Yes, Sean, I have to get up early in the morning for Virgin as well. Let's keep the fingers crossed, guys, that they come out and find a problem for me and say, Mr. Scott, my God, this is what the problem is. Hopefully they find it outside as well. And then I'll be like, haha, okay. So for 3 years, that's been like that. Any chance of 6 months free of charge, please? Not even worried if I don't get it free, but might as well ask. If you don't ask, you don't get. Enjoy. Thank you, lads. A wee short stream. Thank you, Benson, as well. It only takes 2 for a race, and I think we proved that this evening, Benson. That was great fun. I enjoyed that one. Take care, lads, and we'll catch you as soon as we can. Hopefully, worst case scenario, it will be Saturday. But like I say, I am wanting to do a bit of grinding this week. We've been waiting on this track now for a few months to try and get our ratings up a bit. Stay safe, and we'll catch us on the flip side. Yeah, and I'm daft. I'm actually thinking I'm on Streamlabs. Can you believe that? I've never been on Streamlabs, but I'm going to end my stream on the laptop. Take care, lads. Enjoy your evening. Bye.